report, Mr. Davis. You may go to my right and please practice social distancing, please. Those who oppose, would you please go to my left? Attorney Powell. Okay. Please, anyone in there that is in support arguing, we'll try to get this gentleman to hold Make sure you all look at how far you are apart, okay?
None.
None. Okay, am I to assume that those who are sitting, all of you sitting, I would like for you to come up if you are against. Please, come on. Okay, we need to stand in, sir. We need to stand in, sir, if you can, unless you're not able to. Thank you. And please, y'all kind of spread out a little bit for us. Social distancing, please. Thank you. Okay. Mr. Davis, will you please give your name, address?
My name is Reginald Davis. I'm a resident at 327 North Washington Avenue in Prichard, Alabama.
And would you please state your reason for being here, sir?
I'm here today to request to rezone my property from R1 to B3. I feel like this is an opportunity for the city of Prichard to advance economically, educationally, and in our physical health by having fresh food grown in Prichard. My business model is based on agriculture and entertainment. I intend to open a fresh market, a hair salon, and a recording studio, which will comprise of a shopping center. It is not my intent to disrupt the peace in District 2 or the community. I'm here to add value and create opportunity by creating jobs, tourist attraction, and some positive for the youth, young adults, and all the citizens in Prichard to have the opportunity to be a part of it. That's it.
That's it. Anyone else would like to speak? In big time on today at this time?
I mean, how many people you need to speak? Because it's just a few people here for.
I am just going to get started, okay? I'm going to try to equal out, okay?
Okay.
All right. Anyone else?
My name is Calvin Buchanan, excuse me. I am also a business owner in the city of Prichard. I recently opened up certified CBD on St. Stephen's Road in 8 Mile. And the city of Prichard is on the move. It's a progressive city. And an area zoned.
Excuse me. Please, thank you all. Be great to see you.
And Mr. Davis's property zone to B3 would give us an opportunity to advance and bring more businesses within the city of Prichard. Prichard is growing exponentially, as you folks know. And I'm hoping to, when he gets approval for his zoning, to also do business out there in this area. Agriculture is something that we as people of color are not that versed in. And our youth need something different to put their energies in. That would be beneficial to them, helpful to the community, and filling the void that has been opened up with the absence of Little Browns on 45. So I think it would be beneficial not only to the city, but also its citizens. Thank you.
Anyone else?
My name is Katie Davis. I reside at 523 Thornton Avenue. Back when Mr. Davis had this before the council a couple of years ago, I went up there. I was really interested in it, and I was highly impressed. it was somewhat rustic, but so promising. He had goats on one side of the road, sheep on the other, exotic chickens, fruits and vegetables. And at that time, we were talking about the go-karts, and I was really excited that my grandkids could get on that, although at that time they were too young. But I think Prichard could benefit, and we need more than just 45 and Wilson Avenue. Let us, I think I'm the oldest person in the room, and I wouldn't hold up progress, so let's go forward.
Hi, my name's Rathew Edwards. I reside at 134 East Persian Street. I myself grew up here in Prichard, and I see the opportunities that will come for Mr. Davis's ideals, because I myself am a landscaper, and it gives quite a few opportunities for kids. From kids to older people, it's simply just a great idea and opportunity for growth. I think it'll be safe, and I think it's something we should move forward with. I just wanted to express that.
Madam President, I have a petition here that has 92 signatures on it. I want to be able to present that to the council at this time.
But these are people who live in the immediate district.
These-
Immediate area.
These are people who live in the city of Prichard, not just in District 2. However, this is my petition. It's a representative on the council for each district, so the city of Prichard can't be excluded from this public hearing, so I want to propose my petition and account for this public hearing. Can I do so at this
Yes,
time?
you can. Yes, you can. Have you finished, Mr. Davis? Okay, and following the hearing, Attorney Howard, what I would like for you to do, because one of the things that was not done, and I think that all citizens need to be on first and know. As far as the zoning, because I think, Mr. Davis, it was in the beginning, you said it was R1, requested to be 2,
B3.
and then to be 3. Am I correct?
No, ma'am. It's always been R1 requesting to be 3. I never changed.
Okay, well, that was the information. I'm just trying to explain. What I think that will have you to do, and both of you are trying to do your life, in order for the citizens to understand the zoning and what the zoning entails, because one of the things I just like to be not against or for whatever, I would like for the citizens to be educated and to know. Because one of the things, Mr. Reginald, that was stated was vegetable. But in actuality, to be fair to the citizens who are sitting here and listening, they need to know that the B3 is much more than as far as garden districts, okay? That is the fairness to this, that's the fairness to the citizens, that's all, for education purposes.
I think you're
Okay?
talking.
All right, excuse me, sir, no, I had something, okay? Now, those who oppose, would you all at least go to your seat and let the ones who are opposed come to the mic? Would you all come to the mic, please?
My name is Sherry Doyle. I live at 402 Turnbull in 8 Mile. We fighted this all the way 2 years ago to the Alabama Supreme Court where Mr. Davis lost. Okay, a B3, anything can come in your residential area or local, anything, any kind of company can come up on a B3. Okay, half of the citizens up there, they have retired. They done got to the point where all they wanna do is live in their home that they don't work and pay for. Peaceful. Okay. There's nothing wrong with growing fruits when the land itself is eatable. The land Mr. David wants to plant garden in is raw sewage. Back years ago, it was so much raw sewage that was wasting that land that the water company had a big mess about that land. All you have to do is public record, you can look it up. As I say, I live not too far from that. Once you turn that in from a residential to a B3, you open up a whole new ball game for anything that can come up in there on the taxpayer. They say revenue. We are taxpaying citizens that all we want to do is live in our homes peaceful with all that different noise, the goats and all that stuff. I have no problem with animals, but I just want to know that we can live in our home peaceful, which I know once you turn to a B3, he can put whatever he wants. Anybody else can come in and do whatever they want to do, which that's why I bought my home up there, because it was a residence. It had no business up in it. So for me to stand here and y'all, for him to ask for it to change to a B3, which he don't live up that way, he's further down from where he's trying to put his business. And it's not fair to the residents that stay right there by. Some of them are sickly. What can they move when they bought their home? They can't move anywhere, but stay there and put up with the nonsense that's gonna be going on over there on that land. And I appreciate y'all letting me speak.
Any other citizen from that area that like to speak? Ma'am?
Good afternoon. My name is Joseph Lee Thomas Sr. I've been living there for about 34 years. My sons and I, we work hard. We own 3 houses right there side there. And I don't think it's right. We bought this 2 years ago. Like you say, the lady talking about the goats and the vegetables and stuff. I don't have anything to do, no problem with it myself. But when I wake up in the morning going to dialysis and goats is laying around in my front yard, and you know, that bothers me. Sometimes I'm working in my backyard. He had some white dogs get loose, almost back to bite me. They were so pretty I couldn't do nothing. I wasn't going to shoot them and nothing like that because, you know, I just ran. Because I could have killed them, but they were just so pretty. But you know, when you're talking about this and that, and then people saying this and that about the go-kart, my wife was working, and then she couldn't sleep because they running all types of times in the morning. And she couldn't even sleep. That's what really got me involved in, let's do something about this. Go-kart, I didn't have nothing about the go-kart either, because I was over there, went over there and seen what was going on with it. But running that time of night, no. You got to be respected for whatever you do. We've been there a pretty good while. We pay our taxes. Nobody ever had a problem with us, and we appreciate it if y'all would do something about it. And I thank you.
Anyone else?
My name is Beverly Delaney, and I live at 401 Elder Seals Court in the Ponderosa Pine subdivision. 2 years ago, we bought this. We want to know, when is there going to be an end? I don't have a problem with Mr. Davis having a business, but not in our residential area, not in our back doors. I don't feel like it's appropriate. I feel like he could take this somewhere else. There's plenty of land in Prichard that he can do something with. Why come in our neighborhood, in our back doors, bringing this to us, disturbing us? Some of the people were there when I moved there. When I moved there, before I moved there, my question was, when the homes was built there, is this going to stay a residential area? And I was told it would. I don't want to see businesses climbing all around me. I like sitting in my backyard, it's quiet. I like working in my yard, it's quiet. My neighbors, they're peaceful people. You never hear anything about us up there. We just want this to end. We've been through this for the last 2 years. Thank you.
Anyone else? Excuse me? Excuse me? Mr. Davis? Oh, Mr. Davis, I have allowed, and I did ask during that time, as far as those to speak, and I did spare as far as the equal number to speak, okay?
Yes.
All right, anything, do you have to say last thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I would like to make a final
All right.
statement. I would like to make a final statement. In respect to the citizens and their concern about court and what happened 2 years ago, the judge decided on that, and it's not fair for that to be brought back up because it just goes on and on. I have an application that's with a favorable recommendation from the Planning Commission. And on my application, I have a fresh market. A fresh market, that's what's before the council. A fresh market. A fresh market is not going to keep up a bunch of noise or none of that. And so that's what I'm asking the citizens to, the council to consider. And in respect to the waste that happened on my land before I even bought it, the USDA has allotted me a form number and considers my property as a farm today, and they have not deemed any kind of health concerns or anything like that because we've had soil samples. We are also growing 1,500 watermelons as we speak for the watermelon festival that's going to be happening in a couple of months. So I just wanted it to be clear that I'm not trying to run an illegal business. It's laws and ordinances that govern all of us, and we all have to follow them. If those laws are broken, then there are procedures in place to dictate that. But we can't sit here and try to predict, what if he do this or what if he do that, because we are all going through the process of what's right. And I just want to be treated fairly.
Okay, thank you so much, and I think the information is given. One of the things that I've noticed that the city attorney left, but attorney, here's what I don't want, because it's too much of this happens all the time. I need for the B3 to be explained, point blank, okay? Because Mr. Reginald Davis is not against you. Where are you? Okay, I'm not against you. But one of the things I think happens too often in the city of Prichard, hard facts and hard lies, and non-factual is told to our citizens. And they need to know what a B3 is. It's what I'm asking Attorney Powell.
I'm trying to put it up